Hey, Joe Soto here, and let's talk about how you use communication styles in your advertising. What do I mean by that? Well, some of you have heard of this before, explained particularly in the context of a lot of NLP trainings, which is some people are visual, some people are auditory, some people are more kinesthetic, hands-on, right? And we've heard about this being also used in the context of learning styles. Some students learn better auditorily with lectures and somebody speaking to them and telling them what to do. And we've heard it used in the context of, well, some students might rather be shown what to do and they want to see what it is they're learning. And then others, again, hands-on learning is most effective for them. Well, in the context of sales, we've talked about being able to speak your customer's language, right? Using phraseology and using words and being able to speak at the pace that each of these kind of speak at. Like a visual speaks a little faster. They use words like, I see what you're saying. Let's look at it from my perspective. Do I need to paint you a picture and we see eye to eye? And can I show you versus can I tell you? And that sounds good versus that looks good, right? And you've heard this before, right? And the auditories use things like, that sounds true, or from the sound of it, or they say things like, well, tell me. And they also tell a lot of stories, which is a good hint. And then the kinesthetic people will use language like, it just feels right, or I have a lot of pressure right now, a lot of weight on me, and if I can just get my arms wrapped around it and get my arms and legs wrapped around this thing, or if I can just get a sense for where they're coming from, or maybe they say things like, what it all boils down to. And they use language that is representative of touch and kinesthetic, right? So how do you use that in advertising? How does this concept of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning styles, sales styles, communication styles apply to advertising messaging? It's simple. Okay, and I'm going to make it real simple. Say for the auditory channel, to be able to, because when you're advertising, you kind of want to appeal to all the channels. Like I got some people are going to be more visual, some people are going to be more auditory, some people are going to be more kinesthetic. So Joe, what do? Make sure your messaging and your marketing includes all three. And the way that you do that is you tell stories. This is why you hear so many people, experts in the ad industry, saying you have to learn how to be a good storyteller. It's true. Particularly because the auditories will follow along and they'll be most turned on or attracted to how you sound, the story that you tell, the auditory that you bring into the ad, maybe it's the music and so on, that can resonate with them the best. And then to appeal to the visuals, make sure you're also showing and using good visuals, right? This is where imagery is very important in advertising. Something that's stimulating and catches the eye of the visual person is going to be more important even in the story that you tell in terms of making them convert or getting them to take that next step with you. So use good visuals. That includes video, photography, imagery, and so on. And then how do you appeal to the kinesthetic people though, Joe? The ones that they kind of process more at a feeling level. Well, the answer is to make it hands-on to them and to encourage interaction. Get your audience involved. That includes, using things like online quizzes, surveys, polls, prompting them for any type of engagement, getting them to, maybe comment and get, inserted into your chatbot sequence. Get them involved. So think about, how do I get my customer to be physically involved in my advertisement or in my marketing? And how do I get them to participate through quizzes or funnels and things like this? Well, using good imagery and telling a story along the way. So there you have it. Very simple way to apply NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, to what we already kind of understand about learning styles and communication styles and applying it to advertising. Hopefully this is helpful.